Look at subtraction in modular arithmetic. So how do you subtract number in modular arithmetic? Now this is some question given to us here. So we are going to look at this question and we are going to subtract how we can look at how you can solve solution based on modulo dealing with subtraction. The first step said 55 minus 23. It's just like normal subtraction. It's just that you are going to just know that your answer here must be less than 7 because this is in modulo 7. 55 minus 23, I think that should give us 32. Is it 32 or 23? That 32, yeah, 32. That's 32. This one is equals to 32. So you have what? Mod 7. Now, and I told you that number here should be less than 7. So you have to use this 7 to divide this 10. 7 goes in 32. What will it give us? 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 5 is 35. So it is 4. So you see this is 4. Sorry, it's not 4. You are going to write the remainder. Sorry. So I think it's 4 also. It's 4. Now because 7 goes from 20. 7 goes in 32 is 4. 4 times 7 28. Remainder what? 28, 29, 30, 32. Remainder 4. So we have what? Mod 7. You call that it is the remainder that I write. It is not the divisible. Now the next one we have 15 minus 18. Now this is more, it's getting more complex now. 15 minus 18 will give us minus 3. Do you know that? Yes, you should know. You are having 15 now, you are owing somebody 18 now. If you pay, you are still owing the person 3 naira. So you have mod 5 here. So you are now going to go back to my simplest form I taught you earlier. Now you think of a number that you are going to multiply 5 with, that when you had the number, when you had 5 with that number, when you had plus to that number to give us minus 3. Now if I said minus 1 times 5, now the number that you are going to multiply this 5 with, this because it's the modulo 5, it must be equals to minus 3 or greater than minus 3. So less than should be less than, because minus 5 is less than. Just assume now, based on your own experience, minus 5 is less than minus 3. But so I just assuming that the number should be more than this number here. So minus 1 times 5 will give us minus 5, right? So what are you going to add to minus 5 to give us minus 2? So you are going to add what? Add 2 to it. Minus 1 times 5 is minus 5. So minus 5 plus 2, it will give us minus 2. It will give back this number. So this is what you need. Just like the previous one I taught you. So the answer is what? 2 mod what? Mod 5. The reason why I multiply it by 5 is because this is mod 5. So we think of a number that is minus 1 times 5. It can be minus 2. But if I use minus 2, normally minus 5 is bigger than this one. So you just have to what? Do it smaller than this. Just assume for your own level now. For now, it's bigger than this. So you have to stop there. Stop at minus 1. Then you what? You look for a number. When you add it to it, it will give us what? It will give us back this number here. I think you understand it. Don't worry. There's still more question on it as we progresses in our lesson. You understand how those negative number works. It's very, very important for you to understand it, because it always confuses students a lot, but it is very simple. Now the next one we have what? 38 minus what? Minus 40. Look at this one again. 38 minus 42. 38 minus 42 will give us what? That will give us minus. That's your minus. Isn't it minus 2? That should give us minus 2. So here should be minus 2. Is it minus 2 or minus 4? It's minus 4. Sorry for this. This is minus 4. Should give us minus 4. Mod what? Mod 8. Sorry for that. Now you think of a number that if you multiply it with 8, then you now add another number to it to give us minus 4. So if you the same thing, if you minus 1 times 8 is minus 8. To your own, this minus 8 is bigger than this one. So what are you going to add to this thing as to give us back minus 4? You are owing somebody 8 naira. If you can give the person 4 naira, you are going to owe the person now 4 naira. So use this 8, check a number. If you use minus 2 also, it will work. But the only thing that the first number that is bigger than this number, that's when you're going to stop. So if I use minus 1 times 8, I will get minus 8. So I've gotten number that is bigger than this one. Then plus 4. It's just like you are owing somebody 8 naira. If you not give the person 4 naira, you are going to owe the person now minus 4 naira. So you're going to look for a number that if you add it to this number, this minus 8, it will give back this minus 4. So this number is what you are going to pick. This is your answer. So your answer is now what? 4 what? 4 mod what? Mod 8. So that is that for that one. Then the last one, and that one is very straightforward, does not have any issue at all for the last one. Let me clean this one up. So this one, the last one is saying that 16 minus 5, and 16 minus 5 is what? 16 minus 5, that will give us, sorry, that will give us 11. If I'm not mistaken, this will give us what? This will give us what? 11. So 11 mod what? Mod 3. Now 11 mod 3 will give us 3 divided by 11, that will give us 3 remainder 2. That is 3 times 3 is 9, 10, 11 to go on to get to 11. So that is remainder 2. 2 mod what? Mod 3. That is that for that one. So it's very simple and easy. So we are going to, next one, we are going to look at how we addition table and subtraction table in modulo. I've prepared a slide for you here. Let's look at the slide together so that we can solve question under it. Now this is the slide. Let me zoom it for you so that you can see it clearly. We start from addition. This always come out in your what, in your classwork. The teacher will give you something like that, ask you to what, to solve it. It's very easy. Now what you're going to do is that, note that they said you should copy and commit table in mod 6. It means number that should be here should be less than 6. You cannot have 6 in the answer that is there. First thing is 1 plus 1 is 2. So you write 2. Let me change this so you can see it clearly. It means here you are going to write what? 1 plus 1, you are going to write 2 here. 1 plus 2, you are going to write 3. 1 plus 3, you are going to write 4. 1 plus 4, you are going to write 5. Now 1 plus 5 is 6. Now I told you cannot do that. So you have to say 6. Oh, let me change this then to something that you can. Let me change it to green so that I can be able to, I don't have to like change it again. So 1 plus 5 is 6. So you have to be 6 because it's a modulo 6. 6 divided by 6, that is 1 remainder 0. So you write the remainder 0. So here is going to be 0. Sorry for changing this marker. The next one you have 2 plus 1 is what? Is 3. You write the 3 here. 2 plus 2, it is 4. 2 plus 3 is what? It is 5. Now 2 plus 4, it is 6. Abi 6 goes in 6, 1 remainder what? 1 remainder is 0. 2 plus 5 is 7. 6 goes in 7 is 1 remainder 1. So you write 1. Notice something that you can see that this one started from 3. So it means I can make this thing is just like a Sudoku. So next one I'll move to this 4. So this one will be 4. Yeah, students do this a lot. 4, 5. Then next one will be what? What are you going to write here? I'm going to write 0, right? That's 0. Because this one starts from 3. This one starts from next one 4, 5, 0. Then you move to next 3 plus 4. That is 7. So I'm going to write 1 here, right? 3 plus 5 is what? 8. 5 goes in 8 is what? 1 remainder what? 6 goes in 8 is what? 1 remainder 2. So you're going to write 2 here. It means here you are going to write what here? The next, this one is what? Is 5. You're going to write 5 here. Then next one is 0. You write 1. You write 2. It's like something like Sudoku something. You can see merging and crossing. No problem. So look at last one. 4 plus 5 is 9. 6 goes in 9 is what? 1 remainder 3. So you're going to write 3 here. Do the same thing here. So here is going to be what? Number here. That's going to be 0. Then the number here 1. Number here 2. Number here 3. Then 5 plus 5 is 10. 6 goes in 10 is what? 1 remainder 4. So you're going to write what? You're going to write 4. And you are done with your table. Let's move to the subtraction table so that you can see it clearly. Let me expand it so you can see it. Now this one now subtraction is a little technical. Now I told you it's a mod 5. Number here should not be what? Should not be 5, or it should not have what? Negative number here. Just note that. Now 1 plus 1, 1 minus 1, or you can do it in different way. I want to make it more complex for you. I'm going to use this rule to subtract this column here. I'm going to use this column to subtract this rule here. So 1 minus 1, it is 0. Now 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2. That will give us what? That will give us minus 1. You know it's in mod what? Mod 5. You can see we are going back to that thing I taught you earlier. Now, what number are you going to multiply 5 with? We are going to multiply 5 with. That will now add a number to it to give us minus 1. If I said minus 1 times 5 is minus 5. So if I add minus 5, I add 4 to it, it will give me back to minus 1. So here is going to be what? This is my answer here. So I'm going to pick this what? I'm going to pick this 4. Did you get the logic? Now 1 minus 3 is minus 2. 1 minus 3 equals to minus what? Minus 2. Now you know it's mod 5. So I can still do the same thing. I can still multiply it by minus 1. Minus 1 times what? Times 5. Minus 1 times 5 is minus 5. So what am I going to add to minus 5 that will give me minus 2? If I add plus 3 to it, it should be able to give me minus 2. So here is going to be what? So it means this is my answer. This 3 is my answer. So I'm going to write 3 here. The next one, you have what? 2, and you have 1 minus 4. And you know that 1 minus 4 is what? Minus 3. So you know there is mod 5. So I'm going to say minus 1 times what? Times 5. That is what? Minus 5. So what are you going to add to minus 5 that will give us minus 3? If I add plus 2 to it, it will give me back what? Minus 3. So here is going to be what? This is the answer I'm going to write. This 2. So 2 is going to be here.